Let me know how my audio is right now, guys, if you guys can hear me well. We got this fully charged up this morning. Like I said, we got new internet coming tomorrow, which is Verizon. Not playing with Spectrum anymore. But anyway, Trump, Epstein victims react to the release of Ghislaine Maxwell transcripts. I'm ready to go. I know y'all are too. It's 6 o'clock, y'all. Woo! I see you up in here, Liberty. I see you, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Cat Dad, Mark Dorfman. Okay, who else we got up in here? Good morning. Good morning. I'm ready to go. I'm charged up. We get in there, y'all. You know, we get a couple of glitches and stuff like that, but it happens. It's technical. Can't do anything about that. But guess what? No excuses. I'm ready. Me, 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 me. I'm a big Tom and Jerry fan when I was a kid. I can't help it. Y'all ready? Because I am. I'm ready to go. It's time to start the show. It's 6 o'clock, yo. Let's get it on, bro, sis, and bros, yo, yo. It's your turn, buddy. Where you at with it? Okay, let's see. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. We know he don't start that early anyway. We should still be talking. We should still be going through some more turns and all types of stuff. It's Monday. I'm ready to work. This guy's late. They ready to go. I mean, what are we doing right now? One more time. Over here talking to a watch. Let's get it. It's time. And what? Warm it up. That's right, open up those pores, move and get that neck all ready because you got a long show to go through. They don't know nothing about this song, but we're going to do it because it's ludicrous and it's, I want to lick you from your head to your toes, and I want to move to the bed, down to the floor, when I want to, you make it so good, I don't want to leave, and I make it so, so what's your fantasy? You know what my fantasy is? When I come here every morning and I do what? If it, pump that B. It's Monday the 26th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that just got me lit. That's right, y'all. It's Monday, my favorite day of the week. Bosses love Mondays. Let me tell you why. Because it's time to get to work. It's time to put it down. And it's time to make some progress and some money, 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 money. That's right, the top of the week. Favorite day of the week for me, I got to be honest with you guys. But let me see. Let's see who's up in the building right now. We've got Young Wolf. We got Mark Dorfman up in the building. I'm going to just get into it right now because we have Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and she goes by Lanyan. You guys see her up in the building right there. How you feeling this morning, Rebecca? We got Liberty and Justice up in the building. We also have Mark Dorfman. I see you already up in here. I see Cat Dad. I see I see we ready to go. We got a nice full deck up in here. Who we got there? Patrick Farina. Okay, Patrick, I see you too. I see everybody ready to get it in. We also got one last person I'm going to say is that Luigi 307. Glad everybody's here. It's Monday morning. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter, you came here to chill with me. I really appreciate you. Let me catch my breath. Woo! We got a really good show for you guys lined up this morning. Yes, we had a little audio and technical issues, but guess what? Things happen, and I'm going to be the prime example of what I always say. You got to keep on moving no matter what, and problems present opportunities. It was an opportunity to call Verizon and get the stepping when it comes down to Spectrum, because we've been dealing with that technical glitch crap too long. We're not going to do it. You know what I always say? They always try to say, oh, well, we'll compensate you for the time. We can't compensate you when I lose you guys, especially when I lose you for a whole day and we miss a show. It's unacceptable. I'm not taking it. We have to spend a lot more money to switch the service, but we have no choice. And that's what we're going to do. So without any further ado, I'm ready to go. We got a full clip lined up for you guys. And with that being said, do me a favor, make sure that we're staying on topic, letting me know where you're chiming in from, as well as what time it is, because I love to know what time it is. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Okay, what do we have here? We've got Trump. The Epstein victims react to the release of Ghislaine Maxwell's transcripts. We've got the victims as well as the family members of the victims who are now reacting to Ghislaine Maxwell. And I'm going to just tell you guys straight up right now, they're not happy at all with her going to the minimum security prison as well as other things. And she's saying all of this stuff like this never happened, that never happened. Without the victims being able to be there, they were really peed off about that. And I've got the clips. We're going to keep on moving forward because we've also got a judge that says Trump's administration cannot withhold funding from sanctuary cities. You remember the other day when Trump was saying, if you guys don't change your policies, adhere to a certain, sort of jurisdiction and movement, we're going to cut your funding. Guess what? Judge just kicked that back. I guarantee you there's going to be an appeal coming on that one as well. Let's keep on moving forward because last but not least, we've got the son of the crown princess, of Norway, charged with 32 offenses, including the R word. That's him right there. His name is Marius Borg Horgi. Marius Borg Horgi. Yeah, I probably would have did. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy name right there. You see him over there. That's the princess's son over there, Princess of Norway. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. You know how I'm gonna tell you, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos. I want you guys to try to stay on topic so that we can keep on moving and getting this show going. Hope you guys having a fantastic Monday morning. It's time to get to work. President Trump delivers remarks in the Oval Office. Let's get right into it, you guys. It's Monday. Let's go.
We'll be coming forward to having with the final. Oh, yes. July 19th in New York, New Jersey.
We're going to be there. A lot of people are going to be there.
A lot of people.
I'd like to thank you all.
Our concern about the visa situation, can you reassure them?
Yeah, they're going to have a very easy time getting in. Certain countries are going to be very, very easy, and other countries are going to be obviously a little bit more difficult. Would you like to explain that, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a process set up that we'll be implementing on getting visas approved. Everybody will be thoroughly vetted, but they'll be welcome to this country. It'll happen quickly, and we're excited for them to come. So I would hope that around the world, people know that the United States is excited to bring their family here to enjoy this event.
America welcomes the world.
Yes.
And I can really, from the collaboration that we have, testify for that, absolutely.
And I was just sent a picture from somebody that wants to be there very badly. He's been very respectful of me and of our country, but not so respectful of others. But I'm going to sign this for him, but I was sent one, and I thought you'd all like to see it. That's a man named Vladimir Putin, who I believe will be coming, depending on what happens. He may be coming, and he may not, depending on what happens. We have a lot of things happening over the next couple of weeks. But I thought it was a nice picture of him. Okay of me, but nice of him. So that was very nice that it was sent to me. Okay? Mr. President. Yes.
You got to keep on going, you guys. You guys see what's going on. We're starting it off early this Monday morning. Hope everybody slept well. Weekend's over, y'all. Weekend warriors, time to get up, time to get it cracking. Now we got more information on Trump, the administration, that they said they could deport Kilmar Abrero Garcia to Uganda. That's what an official's saying. Yeah, Kilmar Abrero Garcia, the man that was extradited, illegal criminal, the one that was doing the transporting of illegals and traffickers. Yeah, I can't say those words. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now they're trying to say he might be deported to Uganda, and it's only a certain amount of time before ICE and Homeland Security comes to get him.
A Salvadorian man illegally deported earlier this year is a free man for now. But after turning down a plea deal, the Trump administration could deport the Maryland man to Uganda. Willie James Inman has the details.
According to a court filing, the agreement would have sent Abrego Garcia to Costa Rica if he remained in jail and pled guilty to human smuggling charges. Abrego Garcia refused to stay locked up and was released Friday to await trial in Maryland with his family. a bittersweet reunion after being detained for 160 days.
Estoy muy agradecido con toda la gente que me ha estado apoyando desde el día uno.
I'm so grateful for everybody who has been supporting me since day one.
Immigration officials mistakenly deported Abrego Garcia to his native El Salvador earlier this year. A judge ordered the government to facilitate his return, but the White House initially refused, alleging Abrego Garcia was a member of the notorious MS-13 gang. El Salvador handed over Abrego Garcia in June to face charges in the U.S.
This was his full-time job, not a contractor.
Thank you.
He was a smuggler of humans and children and women.
Abrego Garcia's wrongful detention became a flashpoint in President Trump's argument against illegal immigration.
It's funny how some news puts certain words in the front of what they want to try to push over. Is unlawful arrest and all of those words like that. Okay, let's get into it real quick. Let's go.
Joining us this afternoon, do you think that the government, the administration, is going to allow this Kilmar Abrego Garcia prosecution in Tennessee to move forward, or are they going to move to just deport him to Uganda as soon as they can?
Yeah, nobody knows. Obviously, the rumbling coming from his lawyer is that he suspects there's going to be a deportation sooner rather than later. And I have to say, I mean, that's really kind of poking the bear with a very active Maryland judge who has weighed in and said, I want to see more of a due process type hearing before anything like this would happen. So it'll be really intriguing to see how much of a fight they want to get in with the District Court of Maryland. But on the Tennessee side, look, if it's a genuine case, and they've said it is, that they can prove that his interdiction in Tennessee was one of dozens of times that he smuggled people into the U.S., if the ties to MS-13 mean he was smuggling in gang members, among others, those are pretty powerful facts that could lead to a big sentence and, of course, to his deportation after he's locked up on that sentence. So I kind of hope that the administration says, look, we don't like the rulings in terms of letting him out in the community, but the risk is on them. We've done everything we can. Let's hurry up, go to trial, get him convicted, and then boot him on the back end. And frankly, again, it was his win, his claim that as an MS-13 member, he couldn't be deported back to El Salvador, that's driving these third country searches. So it's a bit rich to have the lawyer say, you know, how dare you say he's MS-13, but don't send him to El Salvador because as an MS-13 member, he's in trouble.
Yeah, coming also from the White.
That's right, y'all. Full circle. You know how we like to do it around here. We're gonna keep it moving now because we got this. What we got right now? We got this judge that blocks administration. Yeah, we got this judge that blocks the administration from slashing funds to sanctuary cities. I got two more for you after this, y'all. We got to stack this deck. It's Monday morning. I got to get you guys a bunch of information before y'all get up out of here and go to work. Let's go.
In other news, a federal judge has ruled that the Trump administration cannot cut federal funding to Los Angeles and about 30 other cities and counties due to their sanctuary policies on immigration. Federal officials had classified dozens of cities and counties as sanctuary jurisdictions earlier this year, including cities like San Francisco and Santa Clara and Berkeley, just to name a few. Sanctuary policies don't prevent federal officials from carrying out immigration raids and enforcement, but they do stop local jurisdictions from providing any resources. The Trump administration plans to appeal that ruling.
Of course. Okay. Small clips, fast information. Okay, that's how we doing it now. I got another one for you. Be careful who you have in your house. Not only friends, but the police too. Because when they come to your house, they could do some pretty freaky stuff. Look at this police officer stealing this lady's underwear while he's supposed to be searching for some drugs. Y'all watch this craziness right here. No audio at all. They caught him because he don't know he on video. Check this out. Creepy. Yeah, creepy and thirsty on the Ring camera. Got him. He would have got sued and arrested if it was my wife. Yeah, you still want more pairs, man? How many pairs you want? What are you looking for? How many pairs do you want? Yeah. Ring camera. I'm gonna look into that because I want to see if he got popped on that one. I'm gonna get you guys some more information. Now let's get on over to Washington, where it's a straight hot mess. This Clinton Foundation is in the spotlight for criminal probe. Abruptly, all of a sudden, it stopped. The Clintons, when they were under the criminal probe, it stopped. We're gonna get some information on that right now. Yes, we're building up the deck today, trying to get you guys everything from all sorts of different angles. Let's go. Let's get into that. Matter of fact, yeah, let's do that. Then I got another one for you. Let's go.
More interesting, fascinating stuff coming out about the Clinton Foundation. Now, we haven't spoken about this for a long time, but there's now a report out saying that years after the FBI was forced to shut down corruption probes of the charity, the IRS began a criminal tax investigation into the foundation's dealings, but then suddenly stopped in 2019. And there are memos and internal emails that have been reviewed by Just the News that suggest this investigation came to a dead halt, and nobody quite knows why. Are we going to hear anything more about the Clinton Foundation? Because I know there's a big effort to start looking into the past of all sorts of things, including the Bidens, so why not the Clintons?
Well, the IRS is in a mess right now. It's on its seventh leader in less than a year. There are a lot of things they have to clean up. I suspect that we will come to the bottom of this, and we'll find, as just with the Hunter Biden IRS probe, there was political interference. So I think all of that should come to light. By the way, the Clinton Foundation has a direct connection to many of your viewers. It was the Australian government under the Labour Party that was one of the biggest donors to the Clinton Foundation, over 100 million Australian dollars. Interestingly enough, the Australian government was scheduled to send a final payment to the Clintons right after Hillary's successful election, not in 2016. They apparently stopped it at 4:24 in the morning after the election, once the results were in. So as foolish and as much as the Australian government played the sap and the sucker with the Clinton Foundation, they did cut their losses pretty quickly after Hillary lost.
Yeah, that would be a major red flag in an investigation that the IRS should look into. But the problem with it is what? The problem is there's not that much stability over in the IRS. They don't even have their foundation together. When you got a rocky thing going on, how they look doing an investigation? Got to take care of their own stuff. Let me get you guys one more, because yesterday, I don't know if you remember, but the day before, there was a lady that doused her husband with some what was that? There was some I don't even want. I'm trying not to say certain words to make these guys trigger us to get out of here. Someone doused their husband in the face with some ACID, and now he's recovering. This is the follow-up to what's going on, and he may lose his vision. Into this real quick, you guys. Let's go.
The acid attack victim are speaking out today on how the 30-year-old man is recovering after the random assault. Our Kristen Concilio has that story tonight.
Yes,
Chinatown cook Latson Robert may never be the same again after losing vision in one eye and being severely burned in what authorities say was an unprovoked acid attack.
It's not clear, like he can't really see. Blurry, it's like blurry.
His sister's still in shock by the horrific assault shortly before midnight on August 8th that left her baby brother in critical condition.
I was devastated. He doesn't want to tell me the details, but because I have like a heart condition, so he doesn't want to worry me that much. But just looking at him, I can tell that he's in pain.
Honolulu prosecutors charged Marquise Johnson with first-degree assault, accusing him of throwing acid on Latson's face and body on North Hotel Street.
You didn't know that guy. But I keep asking him, did you like talk to him somewhere or meet him somewhere, and you forgot? He said no. The only thing he told me that he went inside the cooler to grab the eggs and came back out, that the guy threw the acid on him.
Authorities say Johnson used sulfuric acid in the attack on Latson.
He's a shy person. He doesn't talk that much. Just when we talk to him, he'll respond, but he's not that type of person who hurt anybody. I bet he was shocked because he can. Like, that's just crazy.
Latson's family says he still needs surgery on his arm and shoulder and is slowly recovering. Kristen Concilio, Island News.
Well, family of the Chinatown acid attack victim are speaking.
Terrible situation right there, not only because someone loses their life, but because someone's hurt. We also like to pray because we would like to pray for a full recovery and hope that God finds a way to help him get his vision back. And we definitely want that person to be taken care of, but we want that to be done in Jesus' name. Amen. And we also want to pray for the family of the victim in this situation because we see that they really dearly love their brother and their family member, and they're really going through it. We ask this today in Jesus' name. Amen. But luckily, he didn't lose his life and it didn't get any worse. We got to keep on moving forward now because we got to, where we going now? We got to go to what? Where we going now? Okay, yeah, we got to go to Mexico because in Mexico, the senator is warning that the cartels have a lot of invested interest when it comes down to the government. I thought about this a few months ago, guys. I thought to myself, I said, you know what? This president here, she's not letting President Trump come inside of Mexico and get at the cartels directly. There's only a couple of reasons why. Maybe she has some monetary invested. Maybe she's scared. I couldn't think of anything else besides that. Now, there's Mexican people in administration, high places, like this senator who's warning that the cartels do have monetary invested in political, as well as her directly, the president. Let's get into it, you guys. Got some exclusive right here. I like this information right here. It's like, not exclusive, but I just like it. I just love it.
The president of Mexico is furious.
Why?
She's calling Mexican Senator Lily Tellez a traitor for coming on Fox Noticias with me a few days ago and saying this. Listen.
The help from the United States to fight the cartels in Mexico is absolutely welcome, and that is how the majority of Mexicans feel. The only ones who don't like that President Trump is sending help and trying to support Mexicans against the cartels are the narco politicians. That includes President Sheinbaum.
Ooh.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum responding saying, quote, it's not a minor issue that a senator gave an interview to a foreign media outlet calling for intervention. Here to discuss is that Mexican Senator Lily Tellez.
Again.
Senator Tellez, welcome to Fox
She gonna say
Noticias.
it
I'm just
again.
going to get right to it. Is Mexico a narco state?
Yes, it is. And we all Mexicans know about it. And Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartels that have infested our nation.
Yep.
Can you explain this alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, has given, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect, the Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Sheinbaum doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels.
Okay, that's my 5. I even gave you more than 5. What y'all got for me in the comments? I want to see what y'all got to say. So basically, Venezuela, cartels are all over our borders and around our country. The Mexican government knows that. Yes, I've known that for years. Yep. Uh-oh, she's in between a rock and a hard place. Butter biscuit eater. Ooh, you up out of here. But even though I love me some butter biscuits, you still got to hit the road, Jack. She literally booted people for corruption. Yeah, I agree. She can't really allow that either way. But guess what? This other lady right here might be in trouble. I hope she's doing this from another location, offshore somewhere. Because, yeah, let's go. Let's keep going.
And also, Sheinbaum doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela's dictator, with Cuba, and we are losing our country. They have destroyed our Republican institutions, the democratic state, and we must, I think we all Mexicans want and welcome the support of the United States to...
She better be careful. You better be careful. Remember that scene where what was it? The big boss called Frank to the meeting. He said, "You see this right here?" No, my bad. He called Tony Montana to the meeting. You see this guy right here, he was doing the same thing on the news, promoting what they was doing and everything. And then the next thing you know, what they try to do to him, boom, boom, but they ain't get him. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, come in, then we'll see. I said, what you said, who doesn't know all about Mexican cartels problems at this point? Okay, we're going to keep on moving forward. Trump will fix it, somebody said. We also got sorry supposed to be. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got this royal scandal coming up with the son of the Norway crown princess. He's been charged with over 32 offenses, including the R word. This is one we was telling you guys about. Yeah, what's his name over there? Marius. His name is Marius. This guy right here. Let's get into it. He's been charged up.
Norway is facing a royal scandal, or royal adjacent scandal. The son of Crown Princess Mette-Marit, Marius Borg Høiby, has been charged with 32 criminal offenses, including 4 counts of rape and several acts of domestic violence. Prosecutors say the offenses span several years and also include cases where Høiby allegedly filmed his victims without consent. The most serious charges carry a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. The royal palace says Høiby holds no title and is not in line to the throne. He is Mette-Marit's son from a previous partnership, and they stress it will be up to the courts to decide his fate. Here's State Attorney Sturla Henriksbro announcing the charges earlier today.
Cat Dad, you are hilarious. 32 charges, almost more than my ex. Cat Dad, you crazy.
He's charged with 4 rapes, with indecent assault in close relationships against a former partner, and against another former partner. He's charged with several acts of violence, breach of peace, damage and violation of a restraining order. He's also charged with having filmed himself with a number of women without their knowledge or consent. Finally, the indictment also applies to several other matters, including death threats and harassment of the police and several road traffic violations. In total, there are 32 charges in today's indictment.
Let's take a closer look and bring in Astrid Mæland. She's a columnist with the Norwegian daily VG. Welcome to DW.
Let's not, because we already know what he did. And I just want to know if he got locked up. And are they going to let him out? Because those are 32 serious, not 32 serious charges, but some of those charges are very serious, you guys. Some of the other ones, like the traffic stuff or whatever like that, I don't know, that's probably not going to be too much. But it seems like the most severe charge might be 10 years. But 32 charges, and I have a question. Think he going to get any jail time for that? Or probation or whatever. Questions. Because once you that high up with a prince, a princess, you're not gonna get no regular jail treatment. Look at Prince Andrew. Keep on moving forward. We're going over to Pennsylvania because we got a woman that's been found guilty of wiretapping, filing a false R report, and more. She's getting sentenced, you guys. And I think women need to really be careful about how they're going after men when they break up and when they go into situations afterward or whatever. And men, I got one for y'all too, so don't think you're getting off the hook that easy. Got another one right after this to show you guys what this other thunter done, what he did with his girlfriend when they broke up.
Rodriguez was sentenced to 30 days in jail, up to 2 years minus 1 day. We actually just saw her get taken away in handcuffs not long ago. Now, she didn't show much emotion in the courtroom, but there was an overall sadness from her family and supporters when the judge made his decision. Now, this is Rodriguez walking into the courthouse earlier today, but the case dates back to 2023 when she went on a date with a military doctor. They both testified in the trial and admitted to drinking alcohol and afterwards having sexual intercourse in the back of a vehicle. Now, on the stand, Rodriguez said she recorded audio of the date on her phone because she, quote, wasn't comfortable with how things were going. The Lebanon County District Attorney's Office said Rodriguez never claimed it was rape until they were confronted by the National Guard for fraternization. Now, she handed this over to police when attempting to report the alleged rape. Ultimately, the district attorney says it was that audio evidence when showed to the jury that proved the sexual encounter between the doctor and Rodriguez was consensual. Now, after she was sentenced and taken away in handcuffs today, we did get to catch up with her family. We asked if they had any comment. They said not at the moment, and they did refer us to the attorneys, and the attorney also told us that they didn't have a comment at the moment.
Of course not, because your client lied, tried to get somebody in trouble because she felt like she was going to lose her position or her job. I think they did a good job on that one, you guys. I think more of that needs to happen. And she looked walking out there with that piece of paper in her hand, acting like she's so concerned about something. Like, let me look at this piece of paper because I feel real stupid right now. I got to go do these 30 days. I got my name. Yeah, you're looking like a thunder anyway. How about just take the fraternizing and say, look, we did what we did. I'm sorry. Maybe the doctor keep on being with you. They make good money. You know what I'm saying? Get it, make him your husband. You know, but you don't have to do it the negative way and tell somebody R-worded, jeopardizing this man's freedom, his family, and everything that he's worked for in his life. And you guys were actually consensual adults doing that. Nope, got what she deserved. I think she should have got more than 30 days. What'd she get, y'all? Oh, my bad. They put him in the front because she's a Karen. Oh, we're going to let you put him in the front. And that's even better because now the news can see you get yours. That's right. Let the coming out there trying to hold a piece of paper. They should have threw something over your handcuffs to try to conceal yourself. Ask him if you can put your Chanel scarf over your handcuffs because you got 30 days to do, little sister. Keep on moving forward now. We're going to keep on moving forward because now we got this business owner who's brought to tears on CNN over the tariffs. I wanted to put this out there to let you guys see what's really going on in the field. I deal with business people every day, a lot of serious startups and a lot of business people that I have friends with. These people that are going to the point where in order to keep their businesses afloat, they're having to cut back hours. They're starting to have to work more themselves. Not only that, but they're cutting back on inventory and also getting second jobs in order to keep their businesses afloat. It's not easy having a business, and a real business person will know something like that. I want you to see exactly what's going on in a perfect example with this vignette shop. And it's a very intriguing story. It's pretty sad. I got to let you guys see this because she was brought to tears. Hopefully you guys will check this out.
It really is. Just not necessarily in the way Pulte is spinning things. Let's go now to our Business Leader series, where we talk to small business owners from coast to coast about the real impact of tariffs. This session, now, it's a local staple built on high-quality imports from around the world. Co-owner Sarah Pipenberg joins me now. Sarah, you started your business during a rough economic period. What has the impact of tariffs been in comparison to 15 years ago?
Well, first of all, Phil, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my story. The impact of these tariffs have hit me in every single aspect of my business, not only in the oils and the vinegars that I import from all over the world, but down to my containers, down to the bottles that I use, down to the lids for my bottles, down to the shrink wrap for my bottles. All aspects of my business have been impacted by these tariffs, and it's been pretty substantial.
How do you, I guess, what has your response been as a business owner? Do you raise prices? Are you cutting other expenses? It's an incredibly difficult position to be put in.
It has been, and we've done a little bit of both. We just recently took a price increase based on the finalization of the EU tariffs at 15%. But the thing I also have is I import products from Morocco, Egypt, Lebanon, Tunisia, all over. And the fluctuating tariff has been extremely difficult to navigate around. We have decided as of the 1st of August to put the tariff charge, the 15% for the EU tariffs, onto our customers. And it's listed as a line item now on their receipts.
These stores like yours are so, I think, important to a community, the kind of connective tissue, not just the products themselves. How are people responding when they see that? What are they telling you about this moment?
It's really hard. When they see it, there's a little bit of a, sticker shock. And we know that we're a luxury item. And my fear is that we will lose some of our customers as a result. And we have seen a little bit of a decline in our sales. And again, with the expenses of every aspect of things that we're doing going up, it has, made us late on our rent. It has made us late paying our employee. As a result, I've also gotten a second job. So as much as I can do to cut expenses, I too am an American consumer and am feeling the pinch in my everyday life, just as well as in my business.
Just think that was a well-rounded story right there for everybody to get an understanding of what's going on right now. Why you may be losing that shop in your neighborhood, why you may be seeing prices increase, and the real feel of what's really going on out here, y'all. I'm telling you straight up and down, it's crazy. A can is $1.50. The can is $1.50. This can right here now used to be $1. It's $1.50 now. The label is about 50 cents. The potion inside of it might be what? Let's be honest, 50 to 75 cents. But then you got to ship it. Then you got to put it through this person. Then you got to take the tariffs. Then you got to put the taxes on it. Then you got to put this plastic label on it. Then you got to get the licensing. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. People don't see it. They don't care because people don't understand, and they just rather say nothing about it. We're all dealing with it. And this is the part that I'm talking about. And that's why I don't mind by staying a little longer. Maybe people going to leave because they don't like what's going on. But that's a perfectly well-rounded situation for you guys to understand what's going on out there. And if you're not a big boy, a big corporate company that can take these hits and these ripples, you're not going to be able to last. Keep on moving forward to the NYPD detective that was wounded by friendly fire, trying to apprehend a suspect in Queens for carjacking somebody. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's not always about Epstein all the time, y'all. We still got a life to live and we still got stuff going on. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's go.
Our other big story, the NYPD detective shot and wounded while trying to stop a carjacking in Queens.
This detective is now recovering, but he was shot by another officer, a case of friendly fire.
And police say that suspect, a 4-time convicted felon, tried to carjack people 2 other times this morning, including at a gas station, as seen in this video. Police all...
In the Lego Marvel Printverse, the greatest superpower is your imagination.
Also believe he is the same man who stole a taxi last night and hit a 27-year-old bicyclist.
And on top of all of that, the suspect was arrested yesterday for a different crime. Still, he was walking the streets today, bringing bail reform back into the spotlight.
Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis digs deeper into this issue, but we begin with Josh Einiger. He has more on today's incident. Josh?
You can do anything in New York you want.
Yeah,
Name
Shadi,
it,
this
you can
was
just do
such
it.
a chaotic scene. All started, police say, when this guy was walking around at a time and a place when he shouldn't have been allowed to be. Crime scene continues to have a major presence here on this block. They're going through this block that's strewn with bullets. Police rushed here this morning to a report of a carjacking at gunpoint. Moments later, 3 cops had fired 16 bullets at a man they later learned actually was not armed. But 2 of those bullets did strike a fellow cop. When it was over, detectives were left to make sense of the pandemonium in this leafy neighborhood of White.
Yeah, that's a lot of shots. That sounds like some "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker," this old black exploitation movie that we used to see. All them shots fired. Only a couple of people got grazed, luckily. And then like the way they went about that, he probably got a lawsuit now. So we got a criminal that may have a lawsuit against them while he was doing a criminal act. New York. Yeah, that's about right. What y'all got for me in the comments? Okay, those judges are a danger. I don't know, a danger to society. Is there any way we can lower the tax? 34 fake charges. Young Wolf. It's God bless you and have a great day. Judges that release them should be in prison for life. Yeah, you guys, y'all on it. Y'all on it. I love it. I love the way that you guys are on it today. Now we're gonna keep on moving forward, because the same way earlier we had a situation with a male going after a female because of some crazy love crazy situation. Maybe they broke up. Maybe he's seen her with another man or something like that. And guess what? Decides to, yeah, her house while her and her daughter is in the house. Come on, y'all. Let's get on over here. I want you to see this crap right here. So yeah, we got a lot of craziness going on in the world today. And they ask me, why you don't be outside like that? Oh, I'm good. I'm straight. No, thank you. Let's go.
Right now at 6, and her daughter threatened when she tried to break up with a boyfriend.
He told me that I won't make it to see my birthday.
New tonight, the moment the victim thought she was going to die.
I was just praying. I just started praying to the Lord, like, please save me. Please save us.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6
Atlanta, y'all. Come on.
You can count on.
Give them their props.
Thank you for joining us here on Channel 2 Action News at 6. I'm George Estevez.
Good evening. I'm Linda Stouffer. We begin tonight with the story of a mother and daughter worried they might die because of a violent ex-boyfriend accused of firing on their home. A Channel 2 Action News exclusive, a prosecutor says Ring doorbell camera captured a campaign of terror with an arson that gutted the mother's home. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live in downtown Atlanta. Mark, her house was shot up, firebombed even before the fire.
Jesus Christ.
And we're at the Fulton County District Attorney's Office Domestic Violence Division. The Fulton County DA's office says what evidence, photos, and video show in this case underscore that there is a post-pandemic epidemic of domestic violence here.
Some angel said, this is why I don't date.
I'm still moving on, trying to move forward with my life.
The time that victims are in the most danger is when they are leaving. This case is a perfect example of that.
I'm a firm believer in God, and I have a very good willpower, and I'm going to make it.
We know this defendant was hunting her, and that's not uncommon.
I'm a survivor.
Shanice Todd says she believes breaking up with boyfriend Christopher Lewis Anderson in 2021 lit a fire inside of him. A burning desire for revenge that led to an orchestrated campaign of terror that included men firing a barrage of gunshots into her home and an attempt at firebombing it that same night. And days later, an arson fire that gutted the home, along with nearly all her possessions. And there was more.
This is a case of a person who will not stop.
It's pretty clear that Mr. Anderson was a jilted lover and could not let go of Miss Todd, and thus he tried to hunt her down and harm her.
Fulton County Assistant District Attorney Celeste Patton says she and Senior Assistant District Attorney Travis Thomas prosecuted Anderson in his recent trial. And lead prosecutor Thomas showed the jury Ring video of Anderson as he started to rip out Ms. Todd's Ring video doorbell July 12th, 2021. And on August 7th, 2021, Anderson texted Ms. Todd, quote, "You won't see your B-day," unquote, referring to her birthday just weeks away.
Jesus
I felt like my life was in danger.
September 4th, her new Ring doorbell captures people coming into her yard about 12 o'clock at night and shooting up her house and throwing Molotov cocktails through the house.
Ms. Todd says her house where she and her 15-year-old daughter had been sleeping was riddled with bullet holes, and she put out a fire started by one of the Molotov cocktails.
I was just praying. I just started praying to the Lord, like, please save me. Please save us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, that was a bottle of Everclear right there. They went for the gusto on that one. I got to pray for them. Hopefully they got him and they going to keep him in jail. Yeah, I see they got them cuffs on them, but we're going to hope that they get through this, y'all, with strength and with some sort of resolve. And I think people need to judge and be careful with who they date, Lord. We ask that in Jesus' name. Amen. It's like, we don't have to do it all the time when somebody loses their life, but that was close right there. And we know that was some divine intervention when all of those strays that didn't get through there. We're going to keep on going, you guys. We got to go over to Michigan because we got 3 pounds of that. Yeah, I don't mess with that stuff myself. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 pounds of it though that was mailed to West Michigan. Come on over here, Michigan. Y'all got some explaining to do. Some splaining to do. Come on, Michigan says this emblematic of a growing trend of people using the mail. Are they that stupid? Let's go, y'all. They think they're gonna really just be able to, you know what? Let's send it through the mail. But I guess if they got it like that to lose, they going for it, and this is what they doing.
Bus record-setting seizures, illicit drugs are flowing into West Michigan in bigger batches now. Some of it is coming through the mail.
Target 8, in a routine check of court cases, discovered another big single bust, this one netting some 3 pounds of cocaine. Target 8 investigator Susan Samples reports that Grand Rapids police working with the U.S. Postal Service, busted a career.
Grand Rapids, Rebecca.
25 FY14. A career dealer, Cordero Lambert, knows the drill here. We have the people of the state of Michigan versus Cordero Lambert. The 38-year-old's latest arrest came in mid-July after he picked up one of two packages from Arizona delivered to two addresses about 7 blocks apart on Grand Rapids Southeast side, according to the police report. What he didn't know, court records show Grand Rapids police working with postal inspectors had Lambert under surveillance, arrested him, and found in the two packages dryer sheets used to mask any smell, school supplies, candies, and cocaine, nearly 3 pounds of it.
Definitely more than we've seen in the past few years.
King County Prosecutor Chris Becker said his office has filed delivery over 1,000 grams 6 times since last year. Big hauls for Metro Grand Rapids.
We have been making a dent into what the cartels have been doing.
Derek Ress of the DEA's Grand Rapids office said tighter security and more targeted investigations is making it harder for cartels to smuggle huge loads at once across the southern border.
Instead, they're like, okay, let's break it up into 100 different shipments, going maybe all over a particular region.
And Ress said they're using mail delivery services to move it.
But the packaging through the postal services seems to be the big one at the moment.
Also big, cocaine. With the crackdown on opioids, demand for cocaine is growing, as is the price tag.
Whoa.
The kilo of cocaine that fetched 15 to 16 grand last year is now going for 20 to 30 grand, while cartels find ways to iron out the kink in the pipeline.
These guys excel in subterfuge, so they're really good at blending in. It could be your next door neighbor, you would never know.
Uh-oh. You heard what they said. Could be your next door neighbor. You mean to tell me they had that good stuff over there the whole time and we ain't know it? I don't indulge myself. I'm being honest with you guys. What you got for me in the comments over there? Every time I hear it, I know it comes out like that. This is just the beginning. Dude, your screen, whatever. This ain't new. Cap, no more Diddy parties for them, right? Same here, even when I'm not on the slow. Oh, how about American cartels? Okay. Let's keep on going. I'm glad you guys, some of you are staying on topic. Let's get over to Samuel Kearney now, who's been charged in the connection of that pow-powing at the Dominican Day Parade. They finally found this dude, you guys. The Dominican Day Parade, I think it was last week. I really don't do too many parades and stuff like that because there's always something like this that goes on. I don't want to get caught in any crossfire. I just don't.
Breaking this morning, an arrest in one of the shootings after the Bronx Dominican Day Parade last month. News 12's Brittany Cadet joins us now from the 44th Precinct with an update. Brittany.
Yeah, Nadia, this is a big break in an almost month-long investigation into the, again, 2 shootings, like you said, that happened along the Bronx Dominican Day Parade route on the Grand Concourse last month. Police say that 20-year-old Samuel Kearney is now in custody and facing a slew of charges, accused of shooting a 19-year-old back on July 27th, and it happened at around 6:45 p.m., hours after the Dominican Day Parade wrapped up. Police say before shots rang out, there was a heated argument between Kearney and the 19-year-old that quickly turned physical. Shortly after, police say Kearney took out a gun and started shooting, piercing the teen in the neck. He ran away and the victim was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. He's now expected to be okay, thankfully. Now, this shooting was one of 2 shootings and a stabbing following the parade, sending a total of 4 people to the hospital. Kearney is charged with attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon.
And he'll get out, probably gonna get about $2,000 bail. He'll be out chilling in the Bronx somewhere on a block like, yo, y'all see what I did? He probably gonna be a famous Instagrammer after that. What, New York? He gonna get a little slap on the wrist, sanctuary city. Get out of here, don't do it again. Sadly, now we got to get over to the oversights because the Democrats says they're going to release names, including potential presidents' names when it comes down to the Jeffrey Epstein files. Let's get into it, you guys. We're going to get into a little bit of this Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell information real quick and get it going. Let's go.
The committee staff are still going through the thousands and thousands of pages. In fact, it took
a long time just to download the documents themselves. Our understanding is that the Republican chairman, of course, Comer, who is an ally of Trump's, is in negotiations regarding when, how, and if certain documents would be released. And so in terms of timeline, it's hard to say at this moment. I can tell you that House Democrats are committed to transparency, to justice, and to pursuing justice against any individuals who are identified in those documents, including the president, who may have committed crimes.
And Congressman, that's the point I think it's important to not lose sight of, because this is where this whole thing began. Because, look, you can take it back to a little tweet from a guy named Elon Musk who said, oh, by the way, Donald Trump, you're in the Epstein files.
Yeah, but yesterday we found out he's in the Epstein files. He was hanging out with them just as much as Trump, probably went to the mansion and stayed with Ghislaine on an island, on a tropic island mess for a whole 4 days. How about you, Elon, you and your brother? You know, we done peel the onion back and we found some more information. Let's keep on going now, because Maxwell's accuses allegations against Prince Andrew is bull, is what she's trying to say. I don't believe anything that's coming out of Ghislaine Maxwell's mouth right now. I'm just letting you guys know my personal opinion. I'm playing you guys these videos, but to be honest with you, she's in prison. She's trying to get a better deal. She'll say anything to get out. She's already been convicted. So many people have already said details of how she was a part of this whole thing that was going on. Not only that, she's been found guilty of perjury 2 times. I'm good on even listening to this lady. I do not even think that she needs to be a voice that needs to be heard from.
When we were in London, if I'm honest.
And then with respect to and Prince Andrew, what do you know about that relationship?
Would you like to ask that again? Relationship's a big word. Like I said, I don't like the word. Let's just start there. Okay. So I have read. I just want to piece together.
Well, but don't say before you say what you read, because that's one of the problems is that we're all kind of
all right. What I know,
informed by all the publicity and information around what everybody else has said. But what do you think, or what did you see?
Well,
what did you hear?
What's an even bigger word than bullshit?
Okay. Why? Well, go ahead. But finish that thought. Why do you think that?
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm so happy to tell you. I'm excited. I'm beyond excited.
Well, say it then.
Okay, so there's a mixture of what I've actually seen and know from the evidence and versus what I've put together. Impossible for me at this point to separate everything, but I'll tell you what I know versus what I saw and what I physically have in here. But it's helpful for you to know. So,
come on, get your lies straight.
I have to go with the allegation. The allegation was that at my house in London in March, whatever that was, 2001, I believe. We went to London specially so that he'd have a relationship with Prince Andrew, and she was paid a vast amount of money for that purpose. Okay. And that she then got in my bathroom in my house in London and had sexual relations with him, and then went into my guest room and had full-blown sex, and then left my house. Oh, he left and she felt used and disgusting. And a photograph was taken of them just before all these events took place in my study. That is what is the story. Oh, and then after that, she met him several other times, but we'll come to that. This is where it will allegedly start. And they went to tram. Oh, right. We went to a nightclub that night. Oh, we went to dinner, right? We went to dinner and then to tram. Okay, so the first thing about that weekend, that specific weekend, was that it's my mum's 80th birthday and I was in the country. And I have some corroborating evidence for that and a lot of testimonial that you can check. So that takes care of one of the reasons why her story doesn't hold water.
Yeah, all right, Ghislaine. I don't believe nothing this lady's saying. She got nothing but time on her hands, and for them to be even listening to her and believing her is crap. Let's see what the family of the Epstein accusers, Virginia Dufresne, have to say, because they heard this audio and they outraged right now. They're like, yo, this audio says that she's been given a platform. They're saying that she's been given a platform to rewrite history, and her move to minimum security prison shouldn't have happened. I don't think so either. I think that she's going to do anything and say what she wants to say in order to get out of trouble and get out the woods, because look at how bad she's in there right now. Let's go.
New twist in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. The family of Epstein's most prominent accuser furious with the Trump administration after the Justice Department released audio and transcripts of an interview with Ghislaine Maxwell, who's convicted of recruiting and grooming young women for Epstein. NBC's Melanie Zanona has the latest.
Y'all do me a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got about 500 and something people in here. I'm not asking for no money because I know it's hot out here for a pimp. And we got a whole bunch of people that's going to run because, oh my God, Jim, he's asking for likes. It costs more than money. You guys are just so goddamn tight. You see, I ain't asking for no money. Just want you to go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up. And that's only if you appreciate the content that you're getting. I get up all day. I get up again at 3 o'clock to pool the information to make sure it's up to date, just in case stories might have changed at that time. I only sleep 3 hours. Then I come put this suit on, and then I come do all of this in front of you guys. I don't ask for no money, and we ain't really making none, especially off YouTube, because they tied it in the roach's ass as well. Real tight. Trust me, we don't get no dough off this. All these suits is sponsored by Bugatti and grinding. So all y'all people saying go to work, I do, because I have to in order to keep the lights on. Who else will help me pay $550 to get new internet tomorrow? Exactly. So keep on moving. All I'm asking for, double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you appreciate the content, production, even though it's a live show on the phone, it's still production. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Melanie, good morning.
Willie, good morning. After that release, the family of Virginia Roberts Dufresne now speaking out, saying they are outraged by the DOJ's interview with Maxwell. Dufresne died by suicide in April, and information she provided to law enforcement was actually critical in securing Maxwell's conviction for sex trafficking, a charge of conviction that Maxwell's attorney maintains that despite the conviction, she is not guilty of. The Dufresne family statement reads in part, during Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's bizarre interview, she is never challenged about her court-proven lies, providing her a platform to rewrite history.
Exactly.
This travesty of justice entirely invalidates the experiences of the many brave survivors who put their safety, security, and lives on the line to ensure her conviction, including our sister.
Thank you, Lord.
And they also then went on
Appreciate
to
you.
criticize the DOJ for from a Florida prison to a lower security camp in Texas after the interview, saying it sends a disturbing message, Willie.
Melanie, another story I know you've been following there at the White House, a development in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Salvadoran man mistakenly deported to a high-security prison.
Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. And thank you, Lord Noroku. Everybody thank Lord and the other super chat. Because like I said, even if it's $1, we appreciate it because you ain't had to give me jack. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving forward now. We still got more because now we got the vigil. What we got now? Oh, yeah. We got some more reactions from the victims, and they're going to react to more of the transcripts. Okay, we got more. They was about to go into Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We've already done that. Don't need to keep on talking about him. We got news to drop, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward, and we about to get into our good time section because we play a lot of negative news, and we play a lot of stuff that's stressful. We got a good time section we're going to play coming right after this, and we're going to love this. We just going to have fun, and it's going to be happiness. How about that? How about some happiness on Monday morning to combat all this negativity that we've been seeing?
Maxwell were to receive a pardon at some point, what would that mean for you?
It would unwind everything that my sister and all the survivors fought for. It would be a disgrace of justice. It would be picking abusers over survivors again.
That was Sky Roberts, the brother of Virginia Giuffre, a very prominent accuser of Jeffrey Epstein. You just watched it. You just heard it. You can hear the pain the victims, their families, they are still enduring from Epstein's crimes. Just moments ago, we got this statement from an attorney for numerous victims and survivors on the release today of the transcripts of Ghislaine Maxwell's interview with Deputy AG Todd Blanche. Quote, Ghislaine Maxwell was federally indicted on 2 perjury counts as a result of her testimony during her civil deposition. Having been convicted of sex trafficking, she is now in jail, presumably hoping that she will receive a pardon from President Trump. I can't imagine that her testimony will be given much weight by anyone with any knowledge whatsoever of her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Joining me at the table, former Criminal Division Deputy Chief at SDNY, MSNBC legal analyst and host of the YouTube show Courtside, Christy Greenberg. Amanda Carpenter is...
Nope, we're not doing that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We don't do commentary on commentary on commentary. We take the 2 minutes and keep on moving. I know y'all like, yes, we love the fact that he stopped that. Y'all know better than that. Double tap that screen and get them likes up. We got to keep on moving forward now because we got this online vigilante group. Woo, I like these guys. I was like, should I put this in? Should I not? You know what? Let's throw away something else to put this in because we want to get to these vigilantes that's trying to get to our children. That's what I love to see. You know what I love to see, guys? When they get caught in a sting and they get this locked up and they say, watch your head. And then they be like this, looking around in the car, all stupid and everything. Yes, that's what I'm going for right now because we got this online vigilante group that lures convicted offenders to a gas station where he gets arrested. That's right, y'all. Let's get into this real quick. See if I can pop this off to let you guys laugh too. Let's go for it. Let's go.
Tonight, an arrest caught on camera by the people who orchestrated it. Kingston police say a registered sex offender went to a gas station intending to meet an underage girl. Instead, he encountered members of a group that call themselves the Predator Poachers. Thanks for being with us on this Friday night. I'm Lisa Hughes. Louisa Moeller spoke with police about this unusual arrest and the average citizens who made it happen.
They
The group is called Predator Poachers. They confronted a level 3 sex offender right in this gas station parking lot behind me. And while they tout the success of their provocative approach, police say there's a safer way.
Oh, let's go.
It looks like an episode of Cops. Kingston police arresting a level 3 sex offender Thursday night.
Gotta
But
go.
the person behind the camera didn't just take this video.
I
Police
think
say
they're doing
he
good
helped
work.
orchestrate it.
This was a really big get for us.
Mike Villani runs the Long Island chapter of a group called Predator Poachers. The group poses as children online to expose sexual predators, then meets up with their targets to confront them and post the video on their social media platforms.
It's better that these guys are trying to, sexually exploit us instead of a real life kid.
Last night, the target was 56-year-old David Baxter, a convicted felon with a long history of sex crimes.
Good work.
Mike says Baxter had been texting with a decoy named Allie since July, believing she was a 13-year-old girl and promising to give her food in exchange for sexual acts.
You're the only one that's interested in doing anything for food, a burger, whatever like that. Trust me. Come on, man. Food. Come on, man.
Instead, Baxter met Mike in this Kingston gas station parking lot. The two talked for over 30 minutes before police arrived.
At what point in the conversation did you decide now is the time to call police?
Once he kind of admitted to being the one behind the chats.
And what draws you to this?
It's a real severe problem, like with these guys online.
But Kingston police point out there are problems with this sort of vigilante operation.
Whatever. They don't care. There's parents and there's people that actually willing to do the jobs that you guys probably don't have the time to do or while you're doing other stuff. I don't got no problem with what they did. I want to double tap the screen because I think that was a good story. I think that was some good work that they're doing and I think they need to be supported. That's all I'm saying. And if you need to do something, buddy, call the police and let them know what you're doing. Maybe they'll cover you and give you a ride along or some sort of security while y'all got this going on. It's always good to make sure that when you're in a jurisdiction of a precinct or doing something like that, that you do contact the police. You might actually get them to come out and help you. Let's keep on moving forward. And I know that was fire, wasn't that? That was fire. I know that was fire. Let's keep on going. Now we got to get on over to the Philadelphia cardboard genius. That's right. Sometimes people will take their what did he call it? Something that's not your talent and you turn it into your talent. It's like you turn lemons into lemonade. You know, you guys know what I'm thinking about, what I'm going with here. Somebody else look at it like it's somebody's downfall or something that they have going against them, but he actually turned it into something beautiful. This is the cardboard genius. His name is Campbell Smith. He created a new sculpture in Fairmount Park. Check this out.
His nickname should ring a bell, the cardboard genius. He's the local artist that creates cardboard sculptures of famous landmarks just by looking at pictures of them. His story's gone viral, and his talent is now gaining the attention of art lovers and celebrities alike. Jane Carabeo is following his journey and shows us what the cardboard genius is working on next.
Campbell Smith's neighbors have come to know this scene well.
I like to be focused. I like to be patient.
The artist quietly and painstakingly perfecting his latest creation right in his front yard.
Try to make sure to get the details all tight.
Those who don't know him often stop to marvel, learning these sculptures are made mostly from cardboard.
Check the scale.
And completely through sight alone.
Are you office? Yes.
We most recently caught up with Campbell during his latest art exhibit aptly dubbed Cards. That was his father. First, Campbell was diagnosed with autism as a child, and once he found art, Lonnie says that autism became Campbell's superpower.
Unknowingly, what he's done here, though, is powerful.
Well, they call him the cardboard genius. Campbell's story on CBS News Philadelphia was viewed more than 1 million times on social media, and tens of thousands are showing their admiration and support of his journey, including Philly's own Questlove and former Eagle Terrell Owens.
Here's that people are interested in his projects. It just motivates him to move faster.
One of his next creations, the Marcy Houses, the place where Jay-Z grew up in Brooklyn.
These aren't just models, they're cultural landmarks.
And whether it's here at home or at his exhibits, Lonnie is never far from Campbell's side. In fact, many online are also praising Lonnie for creating a safe space
dope.
for his son to thrive.
I like that.
Laughing, he says that is simply automatic.
It's not a big deal. It's just what I do because I love him.
Lonnie is such a proud father. After our story aired, he says Rock Nation even reached out to show some love. And you can see Campbell in action today. He'll be at Smith Memorial Playground.
That was an old story, but I had to let you guys see it. What y'all think about that? That was talent right there, right? I see people in the comments like, yo, now that's talent right there. That was amazing, right? And that goes to show you ever hear the saying, if you build it, they will come? Hone your talent. Be the best at what you do. You're going to get people that's going to come. Trust me, I guarantee you. We got to keep on moving forward now because we got these West Jordan teens that rescue a dog from a burning home. This is our good time section, y'all. I don't know if y'all want to see all types of pow and whatever like that, but you ain't getting it for the rest of the show. This is our good time section. That's right. Let's go.
Tonight in the fire burning 2 houses in West Jordan. These homes are a total loss here, but thanks to some teens living just down the street, family dogs made it out alive. News specialist Debbie Worthen spoke with those teens tonight. Debbie, what did they tell you about that evening?
They have quite the story to tell. They live just a few houses from here on Jacqueline Drive in West Jordan, and they say they saw smoke, and minutes later, they were in the middle of a rescue.
Without a second thought, we just kind of jumped the fence and got going down there, see what we could do.
The flames were spreading.
When we got down there, the propane tanks exploded.
The boys went one house over.
We see a truck in the driveway. We don't see anybody coming out. Somebody could be asleep. Our first thought is, oh, crap, there's somebody in there. Hey! Looked through the window and saw a dog.
So they did what they say they would want someone to do for them.
We kicked down the door.
Moments later, they bring the 2 dogs to safety.
Grab the dog!
It was just the dogs in the house. At the other house next door, Jaden Sessions was in his backyard when he heard something weird.
I was just kind of doing random yard work. I heard like a whooshing sound from like the back of their house.
Seconds later, he saw the flames.
I did, run over here and just I yelled, fire, fire.
Then Sessions made sure his fiance, dog, and cars were out of harm's way. Days later, he is relieved no one is hurt and was moved by how much neighbors stepped in to help.
Everyone's out, like everyone was coming to make sure everyone was okay.
The teens? Well, they say they would do the same thing all over again without hesitation.
how thankful the family was. Kind of made you feel good inside.
They're like, y'all gotta get out. There's a dog in there. There's a dog in there. Ah, that's right, boys. That's right, y'all. Keep on moving. We gotta keep on moving right now. What we got? What I got for you? Let me see. Let me fix that right there. I think that was a good story right there. And I want to show you guys some teams that's actually making a difference, not running around with what you call it, those shiesty masks on and doing negative stuff. So go ahead and double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that y'all just saw. We're gonna keep it moving forward. We are in, that's right, our good time section. We're gonna go to get some good feelings right now for you guys to travel to work to and to check out. We got some more for you. We got these teen workers that saved the restaurant because the owner, she was basically going to not be able to run the business anymore. Long story short, the teens that were working there, they stepped in. I'm not even gonna go into detail, I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. Let's go.
In Hudson, Wisconsin. But as Boyd Hooper reports, the town's teens not only rallied to save the cafe, but its owner as well.
In Hudson, Wisconsin, there's a cafe
Urban Olive and Vine, how can I help you?
with a reputation.
My name is Lily Benzer and I'm 18 years old.
Teenagers.
My name is Tori and I'm 17. Lainey and I'm 16 years old.
Lots of them.
Right now we're up to 30.
Chad Trainer
So yeah, 30 teenagers.
and wife Carol built their business with teen employees.
I'm Acacia and I'm 17.
14 to 18 really.
Joe and 15 years old.
They soak up information. They want to learn. They want to do well.
And then the teens who helped build their business
Yeah.
saved their business.
In this room on September 28th, she collapsed on the floor and had a grand mal seizure.
Carol would spend the next 8 months in the hospital, mostly in Minneapolis, and mostly in a coma with Chad bedside.
Not once. I didn't ask one teenager to do anything extra.
He didn't have to.
They just did it.
This is the pantry.
For 8 months, their teens essentially ran their place.
I don't really think about things very much. I just kind of go.
Acacia started arriving at 5:30 to open.
She's a great leader.
Joe and the other homeschoolers kept things going during the day.
And that one doesn't get anything on the top.
And everyone took on new roles.
Now do a little drizzle.
They trained each other, came up with the specials, and kept Carol's plants alive.
Me and Tori, mainly, we would go shopping for Chad. I have pictures of like my huge carts of stuff, and like my car would be full of stuff. And then I like look in here and see if anything needs to get paid or anything.
Jobs they lifted off the shoulders of Carol and Chad.
It's a family here.
Carol and Chad's family.
Carol always offered help with like school homework and just like life in general.
Carol and Chad sponsored their pageants and never missed their school sports and performances.
It's almost unfair for it not to be reciprocated back to them.
I mean, we didn't know at the time my wife was dying. And they just thought they were helping out because she needed help. You know, they needed things covered until she came back.
Carol did not come back. In May, she died at 58.
She was just a really amazing person.
Lily and all the other teenagers attended Carol's funeral. Then the teens got back to work, still pausing occasionally so they can lean on each other.
I knew we would all not do good today. We're not even cutting onions yet. I know.
Without them, the restaurant would not exist.
Thank you.
These kids became adults and ran our business and took care of me.
Urban Olive and Vine can be found in the heart of Hudson,
Will you leave a cup for me?
run by the teens at the heart of Urban Olive and Vine.
I love them like
I
they're
like
my own
this.
kids.
Boyden,
I like
Carol
this.
Evan New.
Hi.
Yeah. I better not let me get to Hudson because I'm going to go taste some food that those teenagers made. I just got to tell you guys, I love that story. And why not have some beautiful news instead of all that crap that we've been watching all the time? I got to get on over to Connecticut because we got to go to this beach that puts up warning signs for Cecil. I'm not playing about Cecil, you guys. When you look here, Connecticut, y'all know, when y'all go to this specific beach, watch out for Cecil. I'm not playing with you guys right now. Sandwiches, he don't like fruit. He like good stuff. He wants steaks. He wants sandwiches. Yeah, I'm talking about Cecil the seagull. That's right. He's a notorious thief, and I must say, he's living a life of a hog off of the land. I must say that for real, y'all. Because this seagull right here, how everybody in the neighborhood know about a seagull?
Seagulls are a staple on Maine's beaches this time of year, and if you're not careful, you might lose your lunch.
In Connecticut, a pesky seagull has become famous for taking food right out of people's hands. Melissa Cooney reports.
Does not give up. As long as he puts his mind to it, he can eat anything on the beach at this point.
There's a thief flying around Waterford Beach Park.
The seagull came, flew that way, took the cookie.
He has a yellow beak, beady eyes, and the determination of someone who hasn't eaten in years.
That I'm eating my cookie under my cover-up because it will steal my cookie.
But really, it's obvious he hasn't missed a meal in a while.
And you can tell because he's the fattest around.
This is Cecil, the seagull by the seashore. He takes food and no prisoners.
I could feel his wings too. It was like so close. We've had incidents of him like landing on people's head and taking food out of their mouths.
His favorite foods?
Oh, he's a big
Not
fan of
as
carbs,
much.
yeah.
He also likes the finer things, like a king crab leg.
The seagull completely devoured it in one go, and it stuck out on both sides of the neck.
And beggars can't be choosers, but Cecil does have his preferences.
No pickles, no cucumbers.
He's making a name for himself on the beach.
You gotta watch out. Cecil steals food.
The town putting up these signs warning people to keep an eye out for Cecil and his cronies.
He swoops right in, takes food right out of people's hands, takes your fingers with him.
And no kidding, some Cecil survivors let us share these photos. The lifeguards tell us they've been busy with Band-Aids this summer.
We did speak with animal control, and the reality is it's a wild animal. It's causing no true harm, so there's not much we can do but laugh along with him.
Unfortunately, Cecil ignored our request for comment.
Sir, please. Cecil.
Look at him dodging the cameras.
That would be the cutest, like, kids' book. Cecil's.
I took your idea, so I don't want nobody else to see it. I forgot about that. That was dope. What y'all think about Cecil? Everybody in the neighborhood know about Cecil, y'all. Everybody know about him. What y'all got for me in the comments? Yeah, seagulls. The dump in gravity takes over your wow. A bird crapping on you is supposed to be good luck. Okay. Oh, he likes the finer things. LOL. His cronies. He's portly bird. He's a portly bird. Goddamn vulture. Be like, give me that food. Good one. That was a good one, right? Double tap that screen, you guys. Let's get more people over here to get more stories going on because it's not over. I told you we're in the good time. So we're in the good time section right here. If you guys came over for negativity or all sorts of crap, you're not getting that right now. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see some animals and do some cool stuff. We're going all the way over to India right now. And this elephant, his name is Faman. And we want to know why Faman keeps on stealing Lexi's hat. And the elephant shows affection. I found out they show affection by taking something away from you. So let's check this out. And they also show affection by using their what do they call it? Their noses, their snouts or whatever they call them. So watch this elephant right here. You can tell that this elephant is in so much love with its caretaker, and it's just a beautiful thing to look at. Check this out. It reminds me of like walking with like dinosaurs. This is the closest you're gonna get to literally walking with dinosaurs. Check this out. Now he's got her hat. That's her hat. And he won't let it go. She's trying to get it back from him. See that right there? Like he's holding her by the wrist. Jesus. See me, y'all will be like, wait a minute, what? Bugatti done retired and started taking care of elephants? Yep, I'll be out there with the gray beard, ripped up clothes on, walking around, letting the elephant guide me. That's right, y'all. I love animals. Just love them to death. See how big that elephant was walking next to her too? That was pretty cool, right? Double tap that screen if you like that story we just saw. We're gonna go over to North Carolina real quick because we've got this one little girl with a rare birthmark that would have probably alienated one person or one person from being able to move forward in life. In actuality, she embraced it. And because of that, anime actors and many different people, she's actually become a favorite of theirs. And there's even an actual anime character that looks like her. Check this out. This is a story of a North Carolina little girl with a rare birthmark. And she meets an anime twin.
In a sea of colorful costumes, 4-year-old Winry Hall stands out just for being herself.
She has a birthmark like me.
No cosplay needed to dress like her favorite anime character.
Todoroki.
Her parents have been fan of Shoto's anime My Hero Academia for years, and when Winry was born with a rare congenital mole, they couldn't help but notice the resemblance.
One this size is really like 1 in a million almost, like, and especially with it being on her face, so they're pretty rare.
It's why they always wanted to make sure she grew up appreciating what makes her unique.
Match me. He matches you.
This video went viral on TikTok, Winry lighting up with excitement when her mom finally found a Shoto plushie at their local store.
It's pretty crazy knowing that more, like, 10 times the people of your town have seen it, more than that. It's insane.
The video also grabbed the attention of GalaxyCon, and as luck would have it, the English-speaking voice of Shoto, David Matranga, was in Raleigh. Winry taking her first ever flight along with her whole family from Missouri to RDU, all for this moment.
You look amazing, you're so cute, oh my God.
For Winry, a chance to meet a hero. And for David, a moment as an actor he never expected.
You're doing it kind of in a vacuum. You don't know how it's being received always. You don't know, as you're doing it, what the impact will be. And so when you have something as direct as this, where there was an impact that way, it's really, really special.
And just like in the show, where Shoto's friends make him realize being a hero isn't based on how you look, for Winry, a real-life anime plot twist of her own, getting to fast forward right to the best part.
She's so adorable and so cute. It was an amazing connection.
What do you think about meeting David?
Good.
Good.
In Raleigh, Tom George, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
That's right, y'all. No, we don't need to keep on promoting drama or stress and all of that crap. We could get the good stories out in the fun and let people actually enjoy stuff. It's Monday morning, and like I always tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I need you guys to double tap that screen. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, this would be a perfect time to do so. Go ahead, hit that subscription, hit that notification bell, and also send me all the money in your pockets. Nah, I ain't saying that. You know what I want you guys to do? Y'all know what you really need to do? Go to the link in that description and y'all can make some money. Because it's time for you guys to hit that link in the description where you can possibly make up to $450 today filling out some surveys. You guys will make some money and I'll make some money too. Why not? Go ahead and fill out a survey while you got some time. You got a break. Fill out a survey, see if you guys can make some money. I'll make some money too. Also, I don't know if you're a barber, a mobile detailer. I don't know if you're a landscaper. I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, if you want to promote on the platform, all you have to do is, number one, make sure that you already subscribe and be a member. And then also send us over your promo in a 1080 by 1080 because that is what the size is required to put in the post area here. You can't put up any photo. It's going to be partially there. It's kind of crazy. So that's why I keep telling you guys, make sure it's 1080 by 1080. And coming up this week, I will have a location to be announced where we're going to be doing the Show Your Talent search in Brooklyn. That's right, you guys. So if you're in the city and y'all going to be in Brooklyn, come on out, have a taste of Big Drip. You guys must be 21 and older. If you guys want to be a part of the talent show where you can make $250 for Brooklyn, all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Hit that mail, go to the mail subscription area, put your email in there, and you're already signed up. I'll send you a response, and let you know where the location is at. That's right. We're going to be giving away $250 in Brooklyn, and we're going to be doing that next week. And once we get all of our people together, what we're going to be doing is giving one person $1,000 at the final location. But we've got to get this thing going where everybody comes in and we finish all boroughs before we get to that point. We've been pushing that all summer. You guys saw the last location that we were at, which is the Throg's Neck Superstore in the Bronx. You guys want to go check that out? We got the big drip up there. We had DJ Don Dada up in there spinning on the wheels of steel. That was hilarious. We had fun. It was exciting. We had a lot of people come out. So hopefully you guys will have a chance to come out if you're in Brooklyn. And with that being said, y'all already know what it is. It's Monday. Problems present opportunities, and we deal with them. Why? Because he gave us another day to get up. As long as we get another day to keep on moving and get it right, and that's what we're going to do, y'all. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, drink some water, stay healthy. And another thing, let me see who we got up in here. Okay, we got Batty Lynn up in here. Gonna say hello to you. We got Rebecca Lanya Bueno. Who else we got? We got John. Hey, John, how you doing, boy? Just before we get up out of here, I want to give some people some love. We got Cat Dad showing some love up in here. Who we got? We got Liberty and Justice, who always comes through, stays on point, and represents for the show. Some of the best co-hosts we could ever have, you guys. Also, Casey, you already know what it is, Casey. You already know. Thank you guys for also always being here. We're having a little audio issues, but guess what? Spectrum, boop, y'all get the boot tomorrow, and Verizon is coming on in. You know what I'm gonna say now? Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on this Monday morning, my favorite day, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Get 'em! Peace. One.